This video is to help you feel more in control in a situation that feels uncertain. I'm coaching lots of people at the moment who are working in situations that feel uncertain to them. So, like an organization going through a restructure, or with planned redundancies, or a sector that's facing challenges, or working in a startup where changes and decisions are happening quickly. And I want to share this week some of the coaching that I give to some of them, because you might be able to apply it in a situation that you're working in, or you can also apply this to any area of your personal life where things feel uncertain. Could be a particular relationship, be part of your family life, your health. There's all kinds of places you can apply this, anywhere that things are feeling uncertain. So let's start with there is always uncertainty. Things are always uncertain. We never actually know what's going to happen next, what's going to happen tomorrow, or the next day, or the next day after that, or the next week, or the next month. We tell ourselves that we do. We plan for things, we make assumptions, we tell ourselves that there are things that we know, things that we know are going to happen, things that we know are going to be, things that we can be certain of. And that gives us a feeling of certainty. And then what happens is when things change in our organization or our sector or our personal life, the uncertainty can just be much more in our face. And we can see it, and our brain starts to focus on it. It sees all the millions of things that could happen and recognizes that it doesn't know what's going to happen. And it focuses on that, and that gives us a feeling of uncertainty. So that's the first thing, is just recognizing that it isn't the situation that you're in. It isn't what's going on around you that is causing you to feel uncertain. It's your brain focusing on the uncertainty that is always there. And then from there, one of the things that happens is when our brain is focusing in on the uncertainty, is that it looks at all of the things, becomes obsessed with all of the things that we can't control. And there are always those things as well. We can't control lots of things. We can't control other people's decisions, other people's actions, the economy, the weather. There's all kinds of things that are always going to be outside of our control. But there are also always things that are inside our control. We can always control our reaction, our response, the decisions that we choose to make, the actions that we choose to take, the way that we show up to the situation. But when our brain is focused on what we can't control, it tends to ignore all of those things that we can control. And so it doesn't access them. It doesn't like maximize that control and optimize the influence we can have on the situation. And also we feel rubbish. We feel uncertain. But let's say you're in a situation that feels uncertain, and there are some things you can control, some things you can't. And let's just say it's 50-50. 50% of the things are within your control and 50% of them are outside. Our brain's focused on the 50% that we can't control. There's no positive outcome for that, because those things it's focused on are just going to be what they are going to be, regardless of the attention we give them. Whereas if we focus on the other 50%, we're going to get more out of that. We're going to optimize our influence. And we're also going to get to feel in control, because our brain is focused on those things that we can control. So there are two quick, easy ways that you can apply this. Do one or both. The first one is, if you're in a situation and it feels uncertain, ask yourself, what are all the things that you can control in the situation? And I would take the time to write this down, take a few minutes and get it all out on paper, the details of the things that you can control in that situation, and show your brain that, get it focused on that. And then the other thing that you can do, and you can do this with a specific situation, or you can just use it generally in your life, is keep asking yourself, what can I control here? And answer the question as well. So you can take that into any situation, any interaction, a meeting, any conversation, any project that you're working on, anything in your personal life, a social event, your kids' mealtime or bath time or bedtime. Keep asking yourself the question, what can I control here? It's such a good question to be asking yourself. Let me know how you get on as well.